Welcome to the Just Vibin Podcast, where we talk about important topics with our own flair. Today we have a good discussion that I'm sure you all will find interesting. But first, let's get to the sponsor for today's video.
Today's episode is sponsored by, well, no one. If you want your company to be featured on the Just Vibin Podcast, then send us an email with your information. You can find our email on the screen right now or in the About page on our channel. Well, since I have nothing else to add, let's move on to the episode. I hope you guys enjoy.
We have a brand new segment called Hypotheticals, where we ask simple questions and spiral down from there. Anyone want to start us off?
Okay, I got one. Would you rather choose a relative to die or die being chosen?
Anyone want to start us off?
Okay, I got another one.
No, you don't
Please.
get to have any more chances at this. Anybody else?
Me, I'll do it. Would you guys live in a world where there's no computers or phones, or have a robot at your fingertips giving you information, but the information could sometimes be false?
Don't we live in that right now?
We don't live in a world of
Oh,
robots that give us information.
I don't know, man. A computer could be classified as a robot.
Just wait.
Yeah, I
till
mean,
you
like,
go on the dark web.
Google could technically be considered a robot.
Well, I mean, hold on. Like by robot, like what are you talking about? Like
Robot
like just like one of those, like human robots, or like
Shut up.
like a Terminator kind of thing.
In a world without technology, how would information spread fast?
Well, I mean, wouldn't that just be the 80s all over again? No, I'm kidding.
No, it would
I'm
be the
kidding.
Stone Ages. It would be the Flintstones.
Yeah,
Railway?
it's safe to say. Hold on, it's safe to say nobody wants another world without technology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather pick the robot. Not gonna lie.
How about a world without corruption?
Without corruption would be a lot better. Because we have a lot of that.
Well, a world without corruption. Man, are we building a new world right now?
Man,
A new segment.
right
world
now,
building.
I mean, it
right
sounds
now
like we
with the
are.
Minecraft, build a world. We're just choosing all the settings right now. It's just a modded Minecraft world. That's what we live in. Our world right now.
Dude, this got out of hand real quick. Hypotheticals? No. World building.
World
How do we
building.
build the perfect world?
speaking on the world
but-
and the government and corruption.
Okay. No, screw corruption. We're not trying to change the world. We're trying to get to the bottom of an answer. Do we want a world without technology? Or the only technology that we have sometimes lies to us?
I mean,
I'd
we're
rather want a
That's
world
the
with no
question.
technology.
We're already living that.
not gonna lie, we're already
Reality.
living option 2. So, I think we'd rather just stay
No.
that way. And just have it like that.
Well, no. But like, if we choose the one without technology, we lose everything. We lose, like, air conditioning. We lose that.
we lose the wheel.
We lose computers,
we lose the
phones,
wheel, our brain.
right? We go back in time.
No, maybe
Right.
maybe let's live with technology. I think that's way better.
Yeah, but the technology is now a freaking robot that follows you around, like your phone.
So like Wally?
like stays in your pocket. I don't know if it's Wally. Alex, what kind of robot is it?
It's kind of like Wall-E.
Like Alexa.
It's a Wall-E and
Except Alexa
Alexa
just
mix.
lies to you. It's like an Alexa.
Yeah.
It's a
Alexa
mix?
Wally. Oh no, my Alexa just heard me.
Like
Aw,
it does
but,
stuff
like,
for you.
it would be cute.
It reminds me of that one movie. I don't really remember the name.
iRobot? Was it
Mr. Pate.
iRobot?
You probably... No, it's not iRobot. I think Mr. Pate probably has talked about it before.
Which
I
one?
don't
The
know.
one with like the robot that looks like it has anime eyes. You know what I'm talking
All
about?
right, it was all right. It's a movie about robots in an amusement park, and they're like slaves or something,
Mm.
and they have to do everything that the people like tell them to do. They're pretty much slaves. They have to
Is that-
conform to the human fantasy.
Is that
Is
how
that
it is?
wait, wasn't that like the Boston, like wasn't there a game on that? Like the Boston, I forgot how it is.
Okay.
It's something I don't know. It's something
Guys,
Wonderland.
I think we're getting
Voice
off
crack.
topic, so I'm going to start off with a different question.
Yeah, we've gone too deep.
I think, my question is, Do you think younger people, meaning children ages of between 5 and 10, are happier than older people, meaning people that are retired? And
So boomers.
Essentially,
Okay.
yes.
So, well,
Okay.
definitely younger generations didn't have to live, through a world war. So there's the benefit of that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say we're happier, but then at the same time we're weaker because the fact that they had to go through that molded them into, well, I wouldn't say better people most of the time, but definitely more resilient people. While people nowadays are more like,
yeah,
snowflakes.
Well, now, hold on. Like, if you think about it, right, it all depends on the experiences. Even at the age of 5 or 10, that's a lot of experiences. So, like, it all depends. Like, who had the worst
Yeah.
experience? If the older person had a worse experience, they have PTSD. They have
Hey,
It's
depression.
true,
to
but
You know
be,
what I mean?
I thought we were talking in general because if a kid nowadays has someone that's abusive, of course they're gonna have a worse off time than someone in the past that had a good childhood. So the other older person's gonna look at it. It
Exactly.
really just matters on the experiences then.
hate to be the one with the dumb. Sorry.
What's up?
All right. Hate to be the one with the dumb question, but aren't boomers born after the World War II?
They were born after World War II. I think
No,
they
no,
were
no,
born with the Vietnam
No,
War.
they were born after World War II because that's when all the parents were coming
Yeah.
back. Yeah, and then they all started getting
aren't
body.
the boomers are always criticizing the younger generation for being like, stop being depressed. It's always the damn phone.
Yeah,
Like
true.
your
know.
profile picture.
Oh crap. I think I cussed.
Oh, well, we'll bleep it out. You know how it is.
Well, it really isn't much of a bad
Okay,
word per se.
and
The Just Vibin Podcast. Family friendly.
Just family friendly. Sorry, Mr. Pate.
All right, well, okay. So we're all in agreement that the younger people are, they're happier than the older people.
I don't know.
I agree.
I honestly, I really don't know. Like, I can't say yes or I can't say no because, like, we're like, even though we haven't experienced the World War or anything, we kind of have to go to a sort of confinement that we call quarantine a little bit. Quarantine.
No,
I don't
but
know why I said-
remember, it's not us. It's like 5 to 10-year-olds.
yeah.
That's the range.
five to 10-year-olds.
Because like I think it might be
Yeah.
even worse for kids younger because wouldn't you want them to experience what someone in elementary should experience?
I mean, I highly disagree, and I also very much agree. I would imagine kids are at 5 to 10 are just gonna have amazing lives because most of them are gonna be on their phone, being distracted, and they don't really think about the world around them until they become older and realize what is life.
Yeah, but then they won't have a sense of like.
Damn. You know what? That's true. But does that necessarily mean they're happier or just distracted?
I mean, if you were to ask a 5 to 10-year-old, are you happy with your life? They'll probably say
So
that
your
they're
phone
happy
is the
with their life
babysitter?
because they don't know anything around them besides what they're doing in their life. If they have amazing parents, they're gonna have also an amazing life, probably.
That's the thing.
Hypotheticals got so
Na-
much deeper than I thought.
Nowadays, that's what parents use. Basically, what Brian's saying about the phone being a babysitter, I completely agree with that statement. And
Well, it was really from a line from a
but it's
sort
so
of movie
true.
I know.
It's so true too.
Not much
And
people
I just
actually.
imagine-
Not much people know this movie.
And this is very true because I've actually talked to a friend about this, and this has actually happened. That they went, there was a woman with 2 kids that went to the store, and they were screaming in the back of the car, and then the mother threw a tablet and said, "Go watch a movie," and then they just said, "Yay," and they were silent for the rest of the trip.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Holy. I thought this was gonna be kind of fun. We actually started talking about some real world problems.
And honestly, to be not sorry if I'm being blunt, but that's just bad. That's bad
Agree
parenting.
100%.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
I mean, it's bad
That's
parenting, and that's
terrible.
also not knowing how to control your child.
That's like,
I mean, remember.
I don't know if it's true happiness.
Yeah, exactly.
It's happiness to the child.
Happiness, because happiness is, well, I don't mean to sound like a nerd here, but happy, that thing that stimulates us, dopamine.
Yeah.
We all have that. Sort of stimulated by all the things we sort of take in.
Sir, I think you're giving me too much scientific terms. Please describe it to me in a more childish human that anyone can understand.
We have chemicals.
Look, let's not get into the chemical stuff about it. Let's just think about this.
Let's just say, I just call it temporary happiness.
Temporary happiness. I mean, yeah, I would assume that's what it is. Like, dude, does that mean that like the younger generation is already growing up with addictions?
We're constantly bombarded, constantly stimulated by loads of information. There are kids growing up now with ADD or ADHD.
Yeah.
I know so from experience.
I have encountered kids that are 5 years old and somehow know every single cuss word in the universe.
Man, you know what? Let's just stop right here. Dude. I mean, this thing lived up to its name. Hypotheticals, where we ask simple questions and spiral downwards like crazy. This is how it is. You know what? Brian, wrap it up for us. Let's get out of here before things get existential.
If you say so. All right. Well, this has just been the Just Vibin Podcast. Anyone want to say anything before we go?
See ya.
Peace.
Bye.
That segment got a little out of hand, but hey, it was so entertaining. We still have a good topic to get to, so stick around. Today we're bringing in Kevin not as a group member, but as a guest. Welcome, Kevin Uruguays.
Thank you for having me.
Today we're going to be talking about time management with school and jobs. So, who wants to take it away first?
Okay. Kevin, is it challenging to balance homework, editing, and racing?
It is very challenging, and I have to find a lot of time during my day to just manage what I need to do. I always try to do the homework first, and then from there I have to manage what I need to do next. So it is definitely a difficult job.
Okay. With that being said, what keeps you motivated to push forward at such a young age?
Such a young age, it motivates me just because I enjoy racing, and editing is just kind of a hobby. I enjoy, it's kind of a job, something that brings in money. So racing is always what I want to do as a career. So as a child, I've always loved it, and that's what makes me keep going.
Do your close ones support you in this?
Yes, both of my parents very much support me. They have their doubts because of such a big sport, and it doesn't seem possible. But my father and my mother are both right behind me.
Are you working out to help with any financial issues, or are you getting yourself out there and having a little taste of the real world?
I would say I'm going out there and just trying to get myself known with whatever I can do in racing, Instagram, posting, just to get me out there, just to get my name out there and hopefully get a sponsor or something as a start.
Do you get scholarships by any chance? Do you get scholarships?
I'm not 100% sure. I would probably have to research that, but as far as I know, I'm just really looking for a sponsorship or something to start my career.
Man, that's cool. So, Kevin, like, what are you actually thinking of doing for the future? Because you have editing as one of your options, but you're also very into racing. So, like, where are you thinking of going?
Well, currently I'm obviously editing and racing at the same exact time. My goal is to get a sponsorship and then get into NASCAR or some type of racing industry. And from there, my full focus is gonna be racing. That is what I want to do, and I would definitely leave the editing job if I had to go for racing.
Is there a plan B that you have? I don't know, like visual editor for like NASCAR. I was about to say NASA. For NASCAR, there anything you want to edit for? Like, I don't know, be a web designer, be some sort of videographer for them, stuff like that.
I don't think I have the expertise, at least for the NASCAR standards. I would probably stick with my YouTuber friend, and just edit for him, and just get my pay there.
I really want to know, do you feel like doing all of this has helped you manage your time better?
This has definitely taken a toll on my time management. Has made me really think about what I want to do every single day, because every single day is a new journey. Maybe I have homework one day, maybe I don't, and I have to sometimes sabotage time for different things. Like, for example, the racing simulator that I race in, I haven't been on that for 2 days because of work and a lot of other things that have been on my mind.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like it's very difficult when there's nothing set in stone. When you actually have a job, right? When we're older and stuff, we have everything ready. There's not a lot of surprises. Like if a teacher says, "All right, we have to do an essay today," or "Okay, we need to start working on this project." There's no surprises like that. So it's like it seems like it's very difficult to try to balance those things, because on one side you have all the school stuff that you have to do, right? And then on the other side you have to work with somebody, right? Which is the YouTuber, right? If he says I need a video done by tomorrow, and at the same time you need to do homework for, let's say, English,
You
like,
sacrifice someone.
yeah, you're gonna have to see how you're gonna balance that out.
And yeah, there's also been a couple of times, at least for me, where stuff is due Friday or something like that, where I need to go ahead and either be late or not participate in Boy Scouts, or do a job half done for some sort of grade or something like that. Usually, most of the time, I pick school over Boy Scouts because, of course, getting, even though Boy Scouts prepares you for life and gives you sponsorship, I mean, scholarships and stuff like that. Like, school still, that's the first thing that colleges look at and all that. So that's always something that I would look at first before making any decision, really.
I will say though, because this actually gave an idea from what you said. I'm pretty sure if I were to get a sponsorship with a team, I'm pretty sure they try to help you out with school or college, because obviously you would be on the road going to every
Yeah,
single competition.
definitely. They will go ahead and pay for some of your college expenses, like stuff like that, just to make sure that, because you're helping the team, so you also got to benefit from the team to go ahead and, of course, keep you interested in it. Because if not, you could always just sign another contract with someone else or something like that. So they have to keep
Right.
you interested, and you have to be interested.
Totally, 100% agree on that.
Is it like an emotional roller coaster?
An emotional roller coaster? Not necessarily. Normally, during school, I plan out my day. When I wake up, I plan out my day. And then obviously, right when I get out of school, that is depending on what I have. If I don't have any schoolwork, I then plan out what I'm going to do that day. I wouldn't say it's really an emotional roller coaster, because I don't get really stressed out over it. I'm very confident in what I need to do, and I know what to do and how to manage it.
Yeah, that's very good. You sound like you have everything under control, which is really great. It would be something that I don't really know if I would be able to plan around it. I've had chances to be part of internships like during school, but I've had to decline it because of the amount of work that I've had to do. So it's very impressive
Especially if
Yeah.
you're taking APs and stuff like that. That's just a whole
Oh,
new level,
man.
having an AP, or, well, not even honors. Honors is basically just real class, the same class, but like different day,
Right.
It's very
But-
admirable.
Yeah. Do you
Mhm.
have any APs? Do you have any APs, Kevin, or like just vibing in
I
normal
only
classes?
have honors for history. I would
Honors.
say that's it.
Oh. All right, you have it with me. I forgot.
To be frank, this kind of like takes me back, like back when I was like 16 and I was working in the movies.
Oh, really?
And I was working the movies. It was a pretty interesting
Oh
job.
yeah.
Very disgusting
You
one
must
too.
be
You know, I would say
so
that.
happy all them are like closing down then because of Corona.
Yeah, dude. This summer I actually tried calling them back because I was looking for jobs before my dad. He gave me an offer to work with
Oh,
him.
nice. How's that experience for you?
Yeah, but it's nice. It's good. It's at least it's something.
Yeah,
what is it
definitely.
that you do?
But it's something that I like doing, and I get paid for it. So
That always encourages, at least me, most of the time. Like, the only two things that encourage me is money and getting an A on something. That's mostly.
I have more. Huh?
Nah, go
Oh,
on.
sorry. I definitely have more time as with my dad now. You know, he just needs something, and I do it.
That's
It's
always
easy.
good.
It's really, yeah. It's really just back when I was at Regal, when I was 16, that things were really hard
Hmm.
because like I have so much things to do in the weekend. But hey, what do you know? It too came out, and there's a lot of theaters that need cleaning, and a
Hmm.
lot of bathrooms that need scrubbing.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, we all
So,
gotta
yeah.
start somewhere. So
yeah, exactly.
That's
You always
true.
gotta start somewhere.
And oh my god, the smell.
He's always being on flashbacks.
And the look, the fact that I had to clean it all.
Now you know
Take out
Brian.
the
Brian's
trash.
after doing that. Brian's the guy that definitely does not pee on the sides of the toilet or any of that, bro. He make sure it's
Yeah.
perfect for the next guy
I
coming
cleaned
in.
the sides of the toilet. I had to like put toilet paper to whoever clean up. The...
You know what? We don't
Okay.
need details.
No, I'd rather not.
Yeah,
guys,
we're
I think that should wrap up.
But,
Yeah.
And on instead of a high note, slight.
all right, we are running out of time here. I do have more to tell, but we have a lot of time here.
That's
Oh,
for
we'll
the
do that
next
for a segment.
podcast. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Story time for the next podcast. So,
Yeah, story time. For the
obviously,
next
thank you
podcast.
guys so much for sharing your experiences with this and sharing like how you manage your time between all the things that you do. It's very impressive. I'm very impressed with you. Hopefully everything goes well for you, Kevin, on both of your sides, and hopefully, Brian, you never have to clean another bathroom in your life.
Unless it's yours.
Unless it's yours, exactly. Well, so thank you so much. This has just been the Just Vibin Podcast. Logging off. Thanks so much for watching the episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, hit that like button down below. And if you enjoyed this episode, chances are you'll enjoy the next. So click that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified every single time we upload. Because we are uploading every Monday, but we might sprinkle in some extra content on the other days of the week. But anyways, for that, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do. If you have any suggestions for us, leave it down in the comment section below. And, like always, just stay vibing.